Wearing a suit and a crisp white shirt, HTS leader Ahmed al Sharaa sat down with a small group of foreign journalists to lay out his vision for Syria. Among them, France 24's Wassim Nassr.
There was conditions. It shouldn't have been filmed, either recorded, but we could tell what he told us, and we could address the questions that we asked him publicly.
A few still images are all we have from the hour-long exclusive interview, during which al Sharaa answered questions on the future of the state, the army, relations with neighbouring countries, and his expectations of the international community. Wassim Nassr says al Sharaa's key message is that it's now time for Syria to rebuild, something that can only be done through the lifting of international sanctions and accountability.
They expect from the international community to help them regarding accountability of the Assad regime figures and of Assad himself, and especially getting back all the money that was taken out of the country by the Assad clan. And of course, we talked about the sanctions too. And Ahmed al Sharaa said the sanctions should be put out of, should be stopped regarding Syria, because he said we are victims of those sanctions, while the dictator, the oppressor, is out of Syria.
Sanctions have played a big part in crippling the war-torn country's economy, with more than 70% of the population living below the poverty line. On the subject of Israel, al Sharaa criticised its military advance into and beyond the buffer zone in the Golan Heights, which violates a 1974 agreement, and called on Israel to put an end to its bombardments.
He said and emphasized also on the fact that he's not looking for a war, neither with Israel or any neighboring country. He said literally, Syrians are very tired. It is time for them to have some peace, and they are not seeking any wars.
With the toppling of Bachar al-Assad, al Sharaa argues that the threat from Hezbollah and other Iranian-backed militias has been removed in that area. The interview was the leader's latest effort to bolster his legitimacy, in the hope HTS will be removed from the list of terrorist organisations. He's making rapid progress, with a parade of officials from the UN, Europe and the Middle East already descending on Damascus to meet him.